Okay, so you're very welcome to this video. What we're going to be making here is the final few parts for the outside of the Newgate clock. I'm in a new part file here. I'm going to go to the front plane, right click front plane, click sketch, go to circle, click the origin, and I'm going to draw a circle there that is 5 millimeters in radius. I go features, extrude boss base. I change it from 10 over here to 14. So what we're making here is the hammer that hits the bells on the clock. I then go to the drop down arrow up here at the top right. I go to commands, I type in dome. I then go to dome. I click this end here, that end there, and I change from 10 to 2. That makes the hammer on the end, and I click the green tick. Next thing to do then is to make the spine that comes down from the hammer. I right click right plane, I click sketch, I hit the space bar, I click normal 2. I go to sketch, I click the drop down arrow, I go to corner rectangle. Anywhere here, I like on the left hand side, just draw a corner rectangle. I smart dimension that the width of dash is 1 and the length of dash is 22. And we need to get this into the middle. So 14 take away 1 is 13. It should be in 6.5. Now I could be wrong with that, but there's a faster way of doing it. I'm just going to push escape on my keyboard. Going to right click this line here. So I'm going to pick up the center dot. And I should be able to move that by catching it and dragging it. There we go. Then I go to smart dimension, click the origin, click this line here, and we should have that at 6.5. Click the green tick. So it's in the middle. I then go features, extrude boss base. Now that's going the wrong direction, so I change it from blind to mid plane, and I change it from 14 to 5. Click the green tick again. And then the last step to do is we need to merge this onto this. So the easiest way to do that is right click here, click sketch, then click convert entities, then go features, extrude boss base, and we're not going to go up all the way, we're just going to go up exactly what's here, which is 5. Click the green tick once, click it again. And that is the hammer made for the Newgate clock. There are 2 fillets on this here, so I'm just going to go to fillet, change from 10 down to 1. I'm going to click this edge here, and I'm going to click this edge here. Still, it should be 1, not 11. Sorry, I typed it in wrong. There we go. And we're done. Okay, so we can go straight away, file, save as. We're going to call that part 5 hammer Newgate. And again, go to your desktop, find your folder, and save it there. Now, next thing to make then on the same video are I'm going to make one of the bolts that holds the hammer to the handle, or holds the bell to the handle. So I'm going to go File, New, Part, OK. This is very simple make. So it's going to go to the top plane, click Sketch, going to go to Circle, going to draw a circle on the origin. I'm going to smart dimension that circle is altogether 6. And I'm going to go to features and I'm going to extrude that up 5. So features, extrude boss base, and we change from 10 to 5. Click the green tick. Again, I click the drop down arrow, I go to commands, I type in the word dome. I go to dome, I change from 10 here to 1 this time, click the top of this, click the green tick. And the last thing to do then is on the bottom of this, I need to right click, sketch, space bar, click normal 2, go to sketch, go to polygon. Make sure this says 6 here on the left hand side, click the origin, drag out, just here outside the circle. We're then going to push escape on my keyboard. I'm going to click this line here, I'm going to tell it to be horizontal. So I click horizontal on the left hand side. I then go to Smart Dimension. I click the same line again. I want that to be 4. I then go Features, Extrude Boss Base, and we're just going to extrude that down a total distance of 1. That's that done. So I go File, Save As, Part 6, Newgate clock, bolt, and again I'm going to save that into the same folder, and I click Save. That's that bit made. And then the final part in this video to make will be the legs, which are nice and simple to make as well. I go to File, New, Part, OK. I go to the front plane, right click front plane, click Sketch. I go to Polygon. I make sure it says 6. Click the center here, draw a line out, push Escape on my keyboard. I make sure that this here, I click horizontal, so I click that top line. I then click horizontal. I go to Smart Dimension. I Smart Dimension that is 4 again. Features, Extrude Boss Base. And we're going to extrude that. That's the total distance of 10. So it's already set to 10. I click the green tick. Next thing, I right click anywhere on this face. I go to Sketch. I hit the space bar. I click Normal 2. I go to Sketch. I go to Circle. I click the origin. I draw a circle. And I Smart Dimension that circle is a total of 5. I then go Features, Extrude Boss Base. And we're going to extrude that another 12, so I change 10 to 12. That's that much. But there's a little bit of a problem. It's not straight like that. We have to click this button here called Draft. And we're going to draft it in a total of 2 degrees. So click 2 in there, click green tick, click Yes. And again, I go again here to Search, I go to Commands, I go to Dome, I click Dome. I click the end of this here. We don't want a dome of 10, we want a dome of 5. Have that done, click the green tick. And that is the leg made. One little thing to do though is to make it easier for assembly when it comes to attaching the leg later. Is this up here, I'm going to right click up here on the top, I'm going to go to Sketch, I'm going to hit the space bar, I'm going to click Normal 2, I'm going to go to Sketch, I'm going to go to Circle, going to click the origin, going to draw a circle, going to Smart Dimension. That circle is a total of 5. Going to go to Features, going to go to Extrude Boss Base, and I'm going to extrude that up there 10. And I click the green tick. And then we're going to save that then. File, Save As. I'm going to call that Part 7, Newgate clock. Leg. Again, find your correct folder, save it into your folder, and all these parts need to be saved into the folder, saved onto the USB key, and emailed to yourself for safekeeping. The last part to make on this clock in the next video will be the clock face, the clock hands, etc. I'm not going to make them as separate parts because we've already gone into 7 parts for this clock as it is. So I'm just going to make the clock face, the second hand, the minute hand, and the hour hand all as one part, unless I feel it's easier to make them as separate parts. I'll make that decision in the next video. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Make sure and get them 3 parts made.